Oh my god, this is actually traumatic to relive. If they want to go feed his 4 into a bad play, then I should let them, okay? I can't get it on the feed with them. That's where I griefed. My tendency to cope is like so strong. Good principle is staying here, pushing this creep wave in, and then going, fighting once someone TP's back. That's like good, clean Dota. Wait, is his player view zoomed in? No way he's playing like this, dude. All right. My guy is literally playing zoomed in. Comes down to a skill issue. I read something really interesting about content creators the other day. To be a really good content creator for anything, there is either two possibilities. One is you need to be like 100% authentic, or you need to be like 100% in like some sort of character. It said that most content creators try to do this like in between. And so that inspired me to start this series where basically I released a video about like my MMR shame and my emotions revolving MMR and how I have a toxic relationship with it. And that was my highest performing video. And I'm a pretty new content creator, you know? So I think I'm going to lean into this like really authentic version of myself instead of like, I feel like before I was like, you know, half playing this like Sigma character. I mean, I am kind of Sigma, like I'm going to be honest. I have high aura, you know, touch a lot of grass. I'm going to start the series. I have a feeling more like it's going to be better content than other stuff I've been putting out about like technical concepts and stuff because my MMR is pretty low right now. I'm not going to lie. Let's take a look at my battle stats here. So I recalibrated recently. Let's filter by just ranked matches. Let's go week. So this is my ranked week. I actually took like a month break from ranked, and that wasn't something that I necessarily like wanted to do, but it's just something that kind of happened because I was I talk about this in my other video, but I was in a fluster after a ranked game, and I hit the recalibrate button, and so I was recalibrated, and so I got into this mindset of like, oh, okay, now every ranked game is going to be worth a lot more, so let me just wait, let me chill. Then when I become like really really good again, or when I become really really good period, and I feel like I could 1v9 all my ranked games, I'm going to play ranked. But a month went by and there is no motion. I mean, I do feel like I got a little bit better from playing unranked, but I think the direct feedback of ranked is just much more powerful. So like if you make a mistake, it matters a lot more in ranked versus unranked. So you're kind of forced to reflect or stagnate. And in unranked, I also play with some pretty good players. So my mistakes can be like, I can make more mistakes and we can still win the game. That being said, I think that I'm a lot higher than my MMR, and everyone says that. And I guess the reality is like I'm not, or even if I am, it doesn't matter. I have to treat it like I'm not. But and I don't know why I feel the need to like justify myself to you watching this. I feel like, you know, people watching this on my friends list, or if you were if you found this channel through the podcast and you like know me through Dota, you probably have a pretty high regard for me as a player. I think I play really well. I play norms with really good players, and a lot of the times I'll like just 1v9 like 8k lobbies. And I'm not saying this to glaze myself. I guess I am. I'm just kind of glazing myself here for no reason to like justify why I'm in low rank games. So these are my calibration matches, and I'm in Divine, okay? And I'm not happy with this at all. In fact, I'm very ashamed of it because I climbed out of Divine a few years ago even, and I just know that with the decisions these players make that I'm so much better than, but I find myself like devolving to their level, and there's no use in sitting here and just saying like, oh, I'm a lot better than these people, like I shouldn't be here. How I should be using my time is looking at the games and improving, because to be honest, like I played down to this level in this game. I did pretty well, but it wasn't like when I climbed the most to my peak is 6k. When I climbed to 6k, I went from ancient to like 6k. I had the mentality that I had to do everything, and I didn't rely on my team for anything. And this game, like I catch myself lacking. Like if my teammate makes a call, I don't like question it immediately. But you really, if you want to climb, you need to think of everything for yourself. You need to think of who you're going to focus in the team fight. You need to think of who can catch you on the map. You need to think of what your hero needs to do to win the game. I was pretty proud of, I got a nullifier this game. And that felt really good against Omni Knight and Spirit Breaker because it nullifies his bulldoze and all of Omni Knight stuff. But it just wasn't enough. And so now I'm kind of mode improved. So I'm going to jump into this replay and just talk about like all of my really, really terrible decisions. And the unfortunate part is I can feel myself like being really tense in these games, and I just play a lot worse than when I'm, you know, in the environment that I'm comfortable in unranked with my friends. And I think there's a sense of like a safety net there where I know that they're gonna like have my back in the game if I make mistakes. And here the reality is there's just no safety net. So that I think like just makes me a little bit psychologically unhinged. And I've been like conditioned after playing with these good players for a really long time. So it's kind of hard for me to like hold my own in a game that's not there. But I think it's mental, if that makes sense. And I know it sounds like cope, but okay, it might be, it might not be. It literally doesn't matter. All that matters is the mistakes that I'm making in this game. So let's jump into the replay. 3 things that I'm working on right now as a player. I actually have this whiteboard. These are the 3 things that I'm working on. Lane equilibrium, manta use, and efficiency TP at around 10 to 11 minute mark. Now the last 2 really only apply to like Luna or like Manta heroes, but the efficiency TP is Luna. I'm not going to explain that, and I don't think I was really thinking about lane equilibrium this game, so that's a good place to start. Already this content just feels a lot more natural to me, and I think it's going to come off that way in the video, so I'm excited. So as a carry, I want to keep the lane basically right here in front of my tower. So let's see what I do or don't do to make that happen. Okay. So already my range creep's getting hit first. So I need to... Okay. I mean, I zone him out and I get the range last hit, which is okay. I also could have aggroed the creeps back to my range here. The range creep would aggro those creeps, but... So already, lane equilibrium is off, right? It's pushing toward them. It's not great. Okay, did I do an extra auto there? Let's see. Oh, okay, that's okay. It's like 1 HP. I tried to last hit anyways. Okay, what happened there? Why does the wave go under my tower? Let's do player view here. Let's actually set the fog as well. I think he aggroed it, which, you know, is unfortunate. That's definitely his bad, but okay. I was walking to the watcher, so I guess I just need to like make sure those creeps aggro. Oh, I'm on 1.5 speed. I don't want to do that. I got hooked. Doesn't matter. I acknowledge there's no hook threat there. Okay, so I am kind of thinking about lane equilibrium. I try to aggro it back to my range. I should be denying that creep. Okay, I could be like denying this creep instead of just bringing this one low for no reason. I'm really focused on the CS, which is good. I'm getting the CS, but the lane equilibrium just isn't there. Again, I could have had a lot of denies. So already I'm like messing up the #1 thing that I'm trying to work on as a player. I think this game, the lane equilibrium was not at the forefront of my mind. I find that if I focus on one thing, it really hones the rest of my gameplay. And if I don't, I become like sporadic. I play like I have schizophrenia or something. And I think that's kind of like what I'm seeing here. Like I'm just not really thinking about the creeps. I'm just like hitting this guy, which is okay. I mean, that was actually a bad trade for me. If you think about it, Omni's annoying actually against Lifestealer, which is why I went bracer stick, and it was kind of enough, but not really. And this Pudge is literally doing nothing, and I still lost this lane. Pull up the CS. Okay, so I'm winning on CS right now. I do have good CS, I'll give myself that, but I'm pushing the lane in. Oh, that's what happened. I remember. The lane never came back. I mean, okay. My inclination is to say the Disruptor needs to just pull this camp. He even has it dewarded. He tried to pull this so many times, but it just doesn't really work out, and it's like awkward when they're right there. But let's focus on me. Again, being like, the fact that I had that thought is just a sign that I'm not in the Sigma 1v9 mentality that you need to climb. I'm just like, I'm not in that state. And my mistake before is thinking that I could get in that state without playing ranked. But I think ranked really, it's like a splash of cold water on your face, you know, for me when I lose a divine ranked game. Okay, this is okay. I mean, he's kind of getting fucked. Or he is getting fucked. Maybe I should have gotten another bracer. I don't know. I don't think my items were bad. At this point, my main objective needs to be bring the lane back to here. So let's see what I do. Honestly, I hate to say it, but my boy is not doing his job to... Wait, is his player view zoomed in? No way he's playing like this, dude. All right. I'm sorry. I have to talk about this. So this is my player view. Okay, zoomed out normal. And then I click on my Disruptor, and bro is just zoomed in. This is divine, by the way. This guy is divine 3. I can't, man. I have to... Oh, is everyone zoomed in? No, these are normal. These are normal. Dude, my guy is literally playing zoomed in. I can't. I have many emotions after I'm seeing that. That makes me feel a little bit better about losing this game. Maybe that explains why he didn't get a few glimpses, but there's no way, bro. Is he still playing zoomed in? There's no way bro's playing like this. Okay, anyway, let's come back. I missed the last like minute of my gameplay because of that. Okay, so I need to get the lane back. Instead, I choose to just right-click them a lot, which is good, but it would be so much better. If we're like here, I just run down the pudge and I kill him, okay? At this point, I'm aware I need to get the lane back, and so I try to aggro the creeps to here. Kind of works. At this point, I think I need to aggro these creeps. Okay, that's fine. Okay, aggro. I'm like hitting him. It's hard because that's what Lifestealer is supposed to do, right? He just hits a lot in the lane. We still keep trying to go for this hard pull. He actually gets... Okay, I choose to not take it under my tower, which is correct. So I'm thinking about the lane equilibrium. I'm autoing the creep for no reason. So all the Omni does, which is pretty well played by him, is he just doesn't touch the wave, and then he drags the full wave all the way here. Okay, so he like played it pretty well too, to be honest, to give myself some credit. But, I mean, I was frying him late game. He's a divine dog. At this point, I started feeling a little bit like frustrated, and I'm sure you guys have felt this in lanes before because you're like stronger in theory right now. I mean, this guy's level 4 from getting solo XP, so... But anyway, like we're 2v1 and we feel stronger, but we just can't do anything because the lane is like right here. Like we need to get the lane back ASAP now. I feel like I'm just like schizo, like auto attacking creeps for no reason, and those attacks are adding up. Oh, that's definitely a mistake. I also need to force this wave under his tower. Okay, that's good. But he's like solo for this, right? Yeah, the pudge is literally not here and he's getting all this solo XP. So annoying. I mean, what could I have done to prevent this? I think I need to be the one pulling small. Right here, 515, I think I need to pull the small camp. I think that's what needs to happen. That's what I can do. If the Disruptor's not going to, like, this is... Okay, sorry, we're not talking about him. I like forgot and I clicked on him and he's just fucking zoomed in. I'm like, okay, we're not going to talk about that. But yeah, I need to be the one to pull the small camp. Honestly, it doesn't take that much for me to just like the creeps were here. It takes like 5 seconds for me to walk here and pull this. Okay, he gets a stack pull right now. Okay, what happens? I mean, at this point, it's like kind of too late. Like this guy's low. Oh, he max Purify. He didn't even max Hammer. I guess that's what Omnis do. He caught up to me in CS. I was having such a good start. And then it just got hard when it was in front of his tower. I would say my CS is a bit low too. I mean, the TA has like died twice, right? Yeah, she's died twice and she has the same CS as me. I think that's not acceptable for this kind of game. Okay, now the wave is stable, but it's just too late and he has a level up on me and this does not feel good. Like he bullies me. Maybe I should have went Helm of Iron Will over the Glove of Haste to stay in lane for longer, but this is pure damage. I mean, it just gives HP regen though, right? Yeah, it's also pure. It is. I also didn't leave the lane here because Lifestealer, he wants to just stay in his lane, right? He wants to like chill and just dominate this part of the map, and then if they gank him, his team TPs and you kill them all. Okay, at this point I'm getting charged and I rage the hammer and I start hitting him, and at this point I remember thinking, I was like, who's their mid laner? Because I think I need to be scared if he is like a roamer. And then I just didn't finish that thought. I just like figured he wouldn't gank me. It's like I wasn't like respecting him at all. I was like, oh, he's definitely not here. And then I'm about to get charged and die. I'll boil that down to the Spirit Breaker was just missing for a really long time, and I wasn't aware of that. At this point, I just kind of sacked the lane, and I feel like shit right now, honestly, in the game. Like, let's see the net worth. Yeah, I feel really bad. Like, bottom of the cores. At this point, my play is good. I'm just staying bottom and finishing my armlet. That's definitely proper. I'm just, like, generally low net worth, which is a product of lane, which is a product of not, I guess, being that great at keeping the lane equilibrium, even though in that particular lane it was like kind of hard. I don't know, I hate to like cope. My Disruptor was definitely like ruining it, but the reality is you just need to do it yourself. Sorry, my eyes are like watery. I'm not actually crying, but or maybe I am. I'm just kidding. My tendency to cope is like so strong. I'm like, oh, I'm low net worth this game because lane was hard. Why was lane hard? Because the equilibrium was bad. Why was the equilibrium bad? Because Disruptor griefed it. And to be honest, he did. Like, there's no denying that. But to say that it's his fault entirely and there's nothing I could do or should do, that's where the cope comes. So I needed to like pull this small camp and be better about like just schizo auto attacking the creeps. And I could have told him to pull the small camp earlier, but I didn't. I told him to do it late. Which, again, it's hard. And I don't feel like it's fair that you have to do that to gain MMR, but it's just the reality. And again, I also feel like this sort of, like that train of cope is an anomaly, but every game I find myself having a similar one. So I think it comes down to a skill issue. This is fine. Let's see when I die. Okay, they all die. How do they all die? Let's see a good decision I make here. Oh, they just feed to this tower. This is crazy. This TA just walks up and hits this tower against Axe. It's super absurd. A lot of times in these low MMR games too, like the enemy team, if they're ahead, they'll just throw like that and then it will be an even game. And that happens most games. So I have a good TP. The enemy overextended. I come in, get nice cleanup kills. At this point, the game is like basically even and I'm feeling pretty good. Oh, you even get this guy too? It's Giga 1. Wow. Oh, I remember this. I actually really griefed here. So the enemy team just doesn't show for a really long time after they respond after that. And they're just like in the Roche pit. We even see the Pudge here. So we know they're bottom. And they're not showing like here. And there's an Omni Knight top. Dude, okay. If I saw this coming, we could have went and killed them all. There's literally no Omni Knight. I guess he has a TP, but still. So they're doing it. Let's see how the map looks. I mean, the Omni Knight and the Witch Doctor is showing. I think that's why I'm not tipped off to Roche, but I just need to be conscious of the fact that TA is a Roche hero, and we'll go into the pit and do it. This was honestly a huge grief by me. I take full fault for everything, but this one even more so. Like, if I just say they're Roshing, and do we even have a scan? No. Oh, wait, that's Glyph. No, we don't have a scan. But if I say, oh, their TA is probably Roshing, and we go there and we like kill them, the game's Giga 1. But instead TA gets Roche. Wow. I mean, that honestly turbo griefs the game right there because they get Roche. It's just a lot harder. So let's see where I die after this. So my team gets gone on here. And I decide to TP and join them. This is a bad play. Okay. I did it anyways because I didn't look at the map critically. I just saw this and I said, oh, we have vision. Let's go. But we don't actually have a ward. And I'm assuming they have a ward here. Just because they've like played this area for a while. So let's see his perspective. Okay, they also don't have a ward here. They have this Watcher, which is significant. But this is good for them if they just like play on the high ground. But yeah, I'm not even TPing yet, so I'm being disciplined. They're not diving. Okay. I mean, okay, it like kind of looks good. But again, you could say like if I was here, I mean, no, we're walking up this high ground into them. I think like the Omni Knight solo zones 3 people right here, so Axe is just 1v4. It's not good principle. Can I get an infest off? Let's see. No, I get bitten. So I think it would have been fine if I just chilled after I killed the Omni. I think TPing here is okay because there's a good chance that they dive. And I pushed in the wave, so it's pretty good. My grief, I literally just ran into 4 heroes. So do I even kill Omni? Oh, wow, I don't even kill Omni. Okay, so my grief is like sprinting up here. And I get Spirit Breaker ulted. No, Omni dies. Yeah, I can't. Walking up the high ground is hard. I should have... I want to say like if I stayed here, it would be fine. But it's just a bad... Like the principle is bad. Like, yes, you could argue if I executed it a little bit differently, it would have worked out. But that's kind of a sign that a play is bad. When good plays will like work out 9 out of 10 times no matter what you do. But... So this was just bad principle. I should not have TP'd here. I should have kept farming. They have TA Aegis and we're walking up here potentially into their vision. I know they didn't have vision. I mean, this Watcher is significant, but good players would put down vision here on the Dire and it's bad principle. Good principle is staying here, pushing this creep wave in, and then going, fighting once someone TP's back. That's like good, clean Dota. And I didn't do that. I didn't communicate to my team to do that. I just went in and fed and like kind of baited my team and they all died. That was kind of an animalistic decision by me, to be honest. That was really, really bad and game losing. A lot of times in these games, I try to like overcompensate by like, you know, swagging on them or like killing them here, but it's just stepping outside the bounds of what my hero can do. Oh, I also had my Sange in my backpack for this play. I remember. That's so unfortunate. Let's see. Yeah, it's in my backpack. Oh, I get it late as well. Yeah, I'm like already dead when I get it. Okay, I mean, that's just another variable to consider. I have a 2,000 gold item like on the courier. That's like 2,000 net worth that I basically don't have. But yeah, it's really easy to like, this is what I mean when I said it earlier that I like played down to this MMR is because I know, okay, this play is terrible. You could have asked me this before the game, showed me this replay and said, should the Lifestealer TP here? And I'd be like, hell no. There's no world where he should. But my team's all set up. I have like an Axe with a blink here. Like they want to go, okay? And they're dumb for that. but I'm dumb for following them. If they want to go feed is 4 into a bad play, then I should let them, okay? I can't get it on the feed with them. That's where I griefed, because they ended up all dying anyways because I TP'd. This is actually a perfect example. Okay, they ended up all dying anyways because of this, and if I didn't TP, they all would have died or survived. I don't know. There's a chance they would have survived, but I would be like farming on the map, and I would be, you know, a few gold closer to carrying the game. Honestly, those were 2 like game ruining decisions already. Let's see another one. If you want to see a game ruining decision as carry, just go to where you die. This is actually a good play. My team set up behind me, and I'm trying to like bait reactions. I see the pudge here. We get his BKB. This is good by me. I'm just kiting back. Rage. See, and we have a ward here. Okay, this is on the contrary. This is a good play because they're reacting into us, and we have just brilliant wards here. Okay, we see everything. Now, I don't remember how this fight goes, but I'm assuming we're going to kill a lot of them. And they keep chasing, and we just have these beautiful wards. They're so beautiful. Props to my supports. Yeah, Axe gets a nice call. Okay, it's not like looking great. But again, we just see everything on the ward. Now, TA's out of position here. I'm calling to go on the TA. I'm pretty sure we end up running down TA. Let's see what happens. Yes, we killed TA. 5 dead. And this is what happens when you play your Dota. This is my Dota. Okay, I'm sitting here on wards, and I'm if they come into me, then I fight them. What's not my Dota is TPing back to this dog shit in the darkness under no vision when 5 enemy heroes are there with the Aegis. That's so bad. Oh my god, this is actually traumatic to relive. This Roche fight is actually traumatic to relive because I made such a terrible decision here. Zeus dies mid. I wanted to Roche because the TA is dead for like 30 seconds, but now my Zeus dies mid. And I wish the camera wasn't like jank. Anyway, I'm in the Roche pit. Okay, the camera doesn't matter. And I know my Zeus is dead, and I'm just like assuming that we can, even though they have this tower here, I think they know we're roshing. Like this wave's all the way. They should know we're roshing, okay? But I like disrespect these players, and I'm like, oh, we can probably just finish it. Okay, but then I scan, nothing, so I want to keep hitting it. Now I see TA and Witch Doctor TP. They know we're roshing. And I see them sprinting here. My Zeus is dead. Here, I need to just give them Roche. Okay, I need to just walk back and concede the Roche because it's better than me dying and giving them the Roche, which is what would happen. But I mean, we have this ward, so like if we were really good because we have Axe, we'd like come here and then jump them on the ward, but that didn't happen. So I just need to back here. It's 4v5 again. It's like bad principle to fight any disadvantageous fight. This is a disadvantageous fight because it's 4v5 and they're not. I mean, we have like this kind of nice ward here, but our mid laner is dead. He's a lot of our damage. Does he have buyback? No. And what do I do instead of backing? I do. My instinct is like to back, but then again, my Venge is just like man moding here. I mean, maybe he's like sacrificing himself for us. I don't know, but I get baited, man. I get baited, but it's my bad. I think I run in here. I see like my Axe waiting to call. My Disruptor gets a Static Storm. I'm like, Divide. He gets a one-man call, not on the TA, which by the way, she still has no BKB. And I throw the game again. This is like the second just absolutely game-losing, terrible decision that I make. I need to like trust my intuition more in the moment because I know in the moment, like I feel it, and then it happens, and then I'm like, wow, I should have listened to how I feel. And it's hard. It takes discipline when your team's like jebaiting you like this. And I'm gonna be real, like my team is jebaiting me, okay? But if I want to climb, I need to rise above the jebait. Okay, so that was today. We're 9% calibrated. We went 1 and 2 today. Not the greatest, you know. We had one game where I thought I played pretty well this game. My team did well too. It was one of those like kind of free win games. I mean, not really if you look at the win probability. I think I played well this game. This game I did not play well considering the lane. I mean, it might have been unlosable anyways because this mag ended up like killing my team on repeat. Or sorry, unwinnable. But I still think I played badly. And then this game I played badly. Just based on my decisions. Even though my score is really good, like 6 deaths is just like way too much. And I mean, you guys saw the decisions I made were really bad. So tomorrow we're going to try to do these things better and see what happens. And I hope you guys enjoy this more like genuine. Not that my content before is not genuine, but this, I don't know, this feels like particularly genuine, you know what I'm saying? I hope you guys enjoy this kind of content. And I'll see you tomorrow, I guess. My plan is to kind of play 3 games every day to hold myself accountable to playing ranked, because in ranked there's motion, you know. Sometimes it feels like when I play a lot of norms, there's just no motion is a way that I describe it. Like I don't really feel myself moving anywhere as a player. Like MMR at least is some sort of goal to work towards or something. And in norms, there's just none of that. Even if I am getting better, like I'll improve faster in ranked. So it's just better principle. But yeah.